Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Tour Westeroscraft. So today we're going to be looking at Pyke. So that's part of the Iron Islands, and it's kind of a really cool looking place. So I'm just going to fly over the map to show you guys exactly where it is and where it's situated, kind of on the map, so that you guys can get an idea of where it actually is. So if we just switch into first person here. So you've got kind of Harrenhal, you've got the area up here, and this is where the Iron Islands actually are. The north is kind of on this section here, and you got the twins, so that's kind of where it is. It's kind of difficult to figure out where they are, so they're actually kind of, you know, sailing up here to attack the north in a few of the seasons. So it's quite interesting where they're actually situated, as well as having down here where you've got Lannisport and things like that, so they're really, really close. And there's quite a lot of these kind of smaller iron islands as well, and there's a lot of kind of towns on them. But Pyke is the one that's kind of at the bottom here, as you can see. So we've got this one. It's not the biggest of the islands. I can't remember which one this one is called, but there's a lot of stuff on it. So this is Great Wick. That's the one. Yeah, Great Wick. So you've got that kind of big island there. There's also a really small one over here as well, which I wasn't aware of before, but Lonely Light as well. So we'll be checking out those later on. But today we're going to be looking at Pyke and just that part of the Iron Islands. Okay, so here we are at the actual kind of spawn point for Pyke. So there's a big kind of road which goes all the way down into Lordsport, which is on the kind of island, and you did see in the TV series. And there's also these kind of fields that they've got, but it's kind of a very harsh, rocky landscape, as you can see. And they've really done quite a good job with this by mixing in a lot of the kind of different types of rock with the grass as well. I think that really worked quite nicely, just kind of create these weird fields, but it's quite barren. So then we have the actual keep here itself, well, not the actual main keep, but this is kind of like a smaller one before we get onto these actual ones here. But this is kind of like a small keep on the actual land itself, and that's got a lot of kind of mud and stuff on it. But I'm guessing this is some stables. There we go. So I'll just have a quick look around here. I quite like this as well, just kind of going across them. That's quite interesting, and I like how actually they've got a spruce, like the actual spruce wood. They've actually got the logs for them, using the wool, and that's really nice actually. So what else have we got in here? We've got like a small smithy, which has got a pickaxe. That's quite interesting. But yeah, that's quite cool. So I quite like this and how they've done that. What else is around here as well? We've got a couple of these towers, and you've got the kind of 45-degree towers as well, which you always see on this server, which is really nice because it's a kind of a bit of a challenge to think outside the box with those kind of things. What else have we got as well here? So we've got this weird stable-ish building or barn or something like that, and a couple of others like that. But let's get on to the kind of main kind of parts of it, which is the actual keep. We'll actually have a look at the interior kind of after I've shown you guys the exterior. And already you can see the actual kind of black slate stairs as well, so they've got tons of roofs designs as well. But with Pyke, you've got a load of these kind of castles in a way on these small kind of bits of land, and this bridge is absolutely awesome. I mean, they've got the curve really nice on that, and it all kind of works in with these kind of joining parts and these supports as well. I'm really, that's incredible, I think, especially with these kind of bits as well. But that looks really cool. It's pretty big as well, which is nice. And that would, of course, go into the keep, which is where you've got the throne room. I did say that we weren't going to go in, but might as well have a look at this throne room because this is incredible. And also the actual side parts. It's not amazingly lit, but it is still really cool. So you can actually see these side bits are really nice with these pillars. And, of course, the throne itself looks pretty badass with the kraken there. So that is pretty awesome, I think. But yeah, let's keep on having a look at the actual kind of exterior as well. So if I just fly back through here, because I can't remember how to actually get to the next one, and we'll fly through one of these gaps here. So I can see how they've actually kind of molded it into the cliffs as well. You can see the complexity as well on the actual rocks. But that's really cool, and also they're kind of a bit crazy styled as well. Each tower's kind of a little bit different. It's kind of had to work its way through, and you've got another one of these bridges going across to the next one, where you have another kind of smaller keep, and then another one, and again you've got this kind of another bridge, and it's really cool how they've kind of add it all together, and I think that one's got a bit of a broken tower, and they've done a pretty nice job on actually making that look quite broken as well. Really, that's quite impressive. And then you've got this kind of wooden bridge which gets to this last tower, which I think is really cool. And it's really, yeah, I mean, that's just cool, isn't it? I mean, the actual angle of it is really nice, and the curves of it is really nice. So I'm actually going to check out to see what the hell's in this tower. So you've got a small fire, a couple of rooms, and I wonder what else there is actually in here. You've got a bed, I think that is, and another room there. So it's quite interesting. I think we've got some stairs. What I'll do is I'll just fly up to the top and see if we can actually get up here. So you've got these kind of cool stairways that you can actually see from the outside. That's cool. And that kind of winds its way up to this top part here. That is pretty awesome. Let's have a look at some of these other bits as well. Whoa. Without falling too far. So it's getting night time anyway, and you can't really see it properly on the outside. It is very dark anyway, but I like this kind of idea here where you got the steps and you got this kind of view part here. That's really awesome. Really nice. And again, you got it there. So let's have a look through here. What's in here? So we got this main corridor part and some stuff that I can't really see. It is very dark, unfortunately, but let's keep on making our way up and having a look. So we've got another table in here, and we got a chicken, I think that is, possibly. I don't know. Another texture pack trick there. So let's keep on making our way up. What else have we got in here? I think we've got some bunks. That's really cool, actually, because they've got the kind of slabs and different types of slabs. Instead of using just normal beds like they have done on the bottom ones, they've actually got, well, actually those are really tattered beds. That's really cool. Yeah, itchy straw bed. That's pretty awesome. We've also got the wooden slab, of course, but using the thatch as well. That's a really nice idea, using the kind of slabs to make different style ones. Oh, and then we're on to this outside bit where you've got clothes drying and things like that, which is kind of essential. But I really like the kind of style. You can seriously wander around for hours inside these keeps, and I even like the top part as well, because it's kind of got this kind of crazy feel of having these weird buildings and things like that just kind of attached onto it. It's got a very stone kind of feel about it, very cold kind of feel about it, but it's really, really nice. So let's have a look at the kind of map and have a look at what it looks like kind of overall. Okay, so this is what Pyke looks like, and it looks absolutely awesome, kind of moulded into the rock, and they've done such a good job on this, actually, I think, just to try and get everything to kind of mould in on these cliffs, and it all kind of attaches on together on these kind of spiky kind of bits as well, and I think that really works just nicely, and you can just see the kind of detail, especially when you kind of zoom in, and it actually does load up as well. It takes a little bit of time, just kind of load. And I keep on hating this goddamn chat, but you can kind of have a look at that kind of from the outside, and you can see where Lord's Port is as well down here, which we'll be touring kind of later on in the series after we've gone through the major places. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And also, if you want to check out the server, there'll be a link in the description as always. So I'll see you guys on the next video.